Oh, okay. That's fine. It's just my enormous head that's like 80% of my body that I hit really hard. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, boy.
Oh, what's wrong? Not happy to see me?
You know, you misread me. I'm thrilled to see you. Because you caught me by surprise earlier, and I got a favor to return. Ah!
Did you ever stop to consider that maybe I have blender magic before running right at me?
It did cross my mind. So did this!
Wow, you really surprised me with that one. Particle system is like the second thing everyone tries, you dumbass.
Okay.
Listen, you're not a match for me. This is a waste of time. You know what? That actually gets me to my next point, which is that you're constantly wasting everyone's time. I'm here for one reason, because you can't seem to finish Song of Grey, your animated show. It's yours and you still don't finish it. Okay, it's clear to me that if someone doesn't make it urgent, you're not gonna do it. So consider me your sense of urgency, because if you don't get this thing done, and soon, all of this is gonna be just the beginning of it. Cause I'm gonna do worse to you and your friends.
You stay away from them.
Yeah, where? Look at me. Look at me. Song of Grey. Done. Soon. I'll be back to check on you.
Okay. Hey. It's been a minute since Song of Grey, our animated show, has had a development update. So here's what we've been working on for the past couple months. We welcomed another member to our team, Camden. He's gonna be a writer for us. That brings our total team count up to 4. Sophia is our lead 3D modeler, Catherine is our lead designer and concept artist, me as writer, director, lead animator, and a few other things, and finally Camden. He brings such a wonderful optimism and energy to everything he's involved in. He's also a huge part of another upcoming project of ours that will be announced soon. So grateful to have him here. Up next, I finally finished draft 1 of the script. I have a really massive story for the show that I want to tell, and was struggling to find the right place to jump in. With a timeline spanning multiple years, I thought it would be easy to, start at the beginning of everything. But this just didn't connect with me like in my ooey gooey script writing brain. It felt off, it felt weird, it felt soulless. So I came up with another jumping in point, then another, and another, and another. At this point, I was so overwhelmed by all the possibilities that I couldn't pick between them. To solve this issue, and to do so in the spirit of the show, I wrote down my 4 favorite jumping in points for the story. Then I rolled a 4-sided dice called a D4, and whatever it rolled on, I decided to make it work. And it happened to be the very first idea that I had way back at the beginning of the show's production, years ago. It just felt right, so I decided to go with it. This strategy is too random, John. This sucks. Where's the talent? Where's the decision making? Where's the drive, the creativity? Well, let me tell you. What I have found is if you really have no preference at all, it helps you pick a direction if you do this dice method. And if you do have a preference, you'll know which one it is when you roll something you don't want. A 2? Dang it! I wanted a 1! Then just do the 1! With my jumping in point chosen, next I needed to get everything together to run the TTRPG system for episode 1. For those of you who don't know, TTRPG stands for Tabletop Role-Playing Game. You know, like D&D. If you've seen Critical Role, Dimension 20, or Legends of Adventures, you know what it is. It's that thing where they roll the dice and they talk in silly voices. And it's also much more than that. It's so deep. For our show, I made my very own TTRPG system. It's a massive document with about 150 pages of unique classes, magic types, and creatures. I took my rough idea of the first episode and I made a list of all the character sheets and monster stat blocks that we would need from this system. It took me about a week because the system is not 100% complete, so I had to stop and write a few classes from scratch, but I got everything together. Once that was ready, I dove into writing the first draft. Anytime a character needed to lie, hide, or anything of the like, I would roll a dice and use their character sheets to determine how well they did. When I'm in the scripting process and a fight breaks out, I would roll initiative, open a second document to track initiative, and then just go through the turns like you would run combat normally in D&D. You can find a YouTube video about how that works later. I track each round separately, turn, attacks, damage, and health, so on and so forth. Any information that would be helpful for turning this into something narratively satisfying. So I take all of this ooey gooey boring stuff and then I throw some magic dust on it, try to interpret it interesting, add some dialogue and stuff in there, and then booyah, you got a fight scene that's feeling balanced and chaotic just like a normal fight in real life. When I tell you this worked just like I planned, it did. I'm really proud of like how much chaos it caused. It literally changed the second and third act completely from what I had originally planned because of a fight scene that takes place earlier on in the script. And honestly, the story that I'm beginning to follow because of what happened there just really excites me. And I don't want to spoil what exactly happened, but it was not expected at all. And I was absolutely flabbergasted and it was just really exciting. And the roles really bring a sense of unpredictability and a lot of fun to the writing process. If you get into that headspace of like, I need to create to prove something or just because, and you lose sight of the, oh my gosh, it is so much fun to create, it is so much fun to write, it's so much fun to tell a story, then you get into that soulless state that I think I was feeling at the beginning. Like I kind of lost the vision, I lost the passion, I lost the excitement. It was easy to finish this script because I was having so much fun and it wasn't like a chore to do. It was just a blast. And no matter what, even if people listen to it and they hate it, then I know that I still had fun and I still made something that I love. And that's really what it's about, gang. So as of writing this episode of the devlog, not the script of the show, Catherine is doing an editing pass to correct grammar mistakes and the like because God knows I can't do no grammar. Past tense, future tense. What the hell are you talking about? I'm just tense, bro. As in I write talking in past tense, future tense, all of the tenses. Diagramming sentences. Whoever came up with that can go straight to hell. Unnecessary. Why do they make fifth graders dissect a sentence? There's no point to it. Although I am hella good at Mad Libs. Thank you, whoever did that. You know what? That was worth it to be hella good at Mad Libs. After Catherine does her pass, we're gonna have Candon take a peek at it, come up with any other ideas, and then we'll see where it goes next. Woo! Yay! Yay! The last thing I've been working on lately is trying to figure out the 3D background style. I need a way to make backgrounds in 3D sets without breaking my time bank because it's oh so fragile. So after literally hundreds of hours of YouTube research and over 1 billion attempts to make a decent 2D style render, I came across Blender paint strokes. I used it and followed the tutorials on blenderstudio.com or whatever, and I made this. In only 4 hours, mind you. I know that sounds like a lot of time, but like I had created every part of this scene from scratch, including 3D modeling everything. And when I make the show, I would be using an asset library, so I wouldn't have to do nearly as much. It's very relieving when you've had a massive problem like this for ages, but then someone just makes a tool that does the thing, but like a million times better than you can do it. This approach also really favors low detail, which you know my overworked ass just loves. I've had a lot more going on lately with just life stuff and balancing everything that comes with being an aspiring artist and a new husband and a dog dad and a homeowner and working a job. Special shout out to our Patreons who have been loyal supporters of this channel even during the many content dry spouts. I know these devlogs are like small oases in a desert of nothingness, but I am working on a lot of stuff. I have lots more content in the pipeline, I promise. I'm just really trying to get the show itself up and running before focusing on more YouTube videos. So thanks again for you guys' patience. Also, if you'd like to catch episodes a few days earlier and some other extra content, please go check out the Patreon. The link is in the description. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.